gentlemen, the following tag team match is set for one fall. Introducing first team number one. They went on a combined weight of 722 pounds and are accompanied to the ring by seven-time World Heavyweight Champion Harley Race, Barry Windham, and the Heavyweight Champion of the World, Big Van Vader.
Well, fans, it's been well documented, the rivalry between the U.S. champion Dustin Rhodes and Barry Windham. But now we know Sting and Big Van Vader in a strike match. That's Super Brawl. Back to Tony.
And their opponents weighed a combined weight of 519 pounds. The United States Heavyweight Champion, the Natural, Dustin Rhodes, and his tag team partner, Sting.
They shake the rafters here at Center Stage with the ovation for Dustin Rhodes, the U.S. champion and the most popular athlete ever in WCW, the Stinger, and the 450-pound Big Van Vader, and a lights-out, non-sanctioned strap match and Super Brawl, both men joined at the wrist by a 10-foot piece of leather. The object, to pull or drag your opponent and touch all four turnbuckles.
All four corners, Jim. Three corners doesn't make it. Well, the guys are psyched, the crowd's psyched, I'm psyched, let's go. I've been waiting for this one.
This one should be a dandy. It's the Stinger and Barry Windham. Solid elbow tie up. The Stinger forces Windham back into the corner. And we've got a clean break. Crowd responding to everything Sting says and does. They know the mountain he must climb.
Well, Sting's got a mountain to climb here in Barry Windham.
Oh, wow! What a right hand! Barry Windham nails Sting with a right hand and clubs him with that forearm to the back. Another right hand. Sting in trouble here at the hands of the big Texan from Sweetwater. Irish whip. It's reversed. Hip lock takeover. And the Stinger up in the Windham's face. And caught in a clothesline. And down goes the 6'6", second-generation athlete from the Lone Star State. This crowd here is pumped, and rightfully so. What a matchup. And you're seeing it as it happens here on TBS on WCW Saturday night. Windham, a very veteran-like move there, Larry.
Yeah, what a cat and mouse game he's playing with Sting. Up goes the hand. As soon as those eyes deflect up for that half a second, in comes the boot. Windham knows all the tricks, Jim.
Windham with the front face lock. Takes Sting up and over in the suplex. The big man floats over and Sting able to kick out of that pinning predicament. Again, Sting reverses the Irish whip. Then shakes the ring. Sting up on that second rope, nailing Windham. Sting takes Windham back down again and makes the tag to the United States Heavyweight Champion, Dustin Rhodes.
No love lost here.
Oh! Tremendous elevation. Windham was in the lights. And another right hand by Rhodes. Irish whip, far side, follows him in with another clothesline, and Windham's in trouble.
And this is what Rhodes has got to do. Rhodes has got to be aggressive and get all over Windham.
Rhodes and Sting dominating here in the early going. And here comes the world's heavyweight champion. And Dustin Rhodes hammers away at the big man. Vader reverses a whip. No! Rhodes kicked the big champion coming in. Oh, my God. Oh, my. What impact.
Rhodes gets an A for effort when Van Vader saw it coming.
That tree-like arm of Big Van Vader almost took Dustin Rhodes out of those Austin Hall wrestling boots. And now the champion, the U.S. champion, on the back of the world champion. Fall-away slam for the 450-pound monster. He is dead. devastated. Vader is so deadly, so devastated. Harley Race holding that leather strap as a reminder of things to come at Super Brawl 3. And now Dustin helpless in the corner. And look at those huge arms crushing his chest, and now the back of his head.
He just loves to club his opponents to death. You've got to ask yourself, how much can Dustin Rhodes take?
Well, we know he's a resilient kid, but he's not in there with a normal human being. And Big Van Vader, the monster, half man, half monster, tags Barry Windham. And Windham right off the top, clubbing at the solar plexus of young Dustin Rhodes. Oh, and a right hand. Rhodes is in so much trouble here.
You know, one factor between the experience of Barry Windham.
Oh, that implant, that modified DDT, and Windham is so possessed and annihilating Dustin Rhodes. Good move there.
Tag.
He made the tag. Windham made the tag. Dustin's not aware. Oh, no. Good grief. That's like a semi running over a pedestrian.
Yeah, Dustin Rhodes pulled one out, but he didn't see Van Vader coming. I was going to say, not only the experience of Barry Windham, Jim, don't forget the mastermind on that ring floor, Harley Race. Big influence here.
Oh, no. Vader going up top. Dustin's got it. If Vader hits this, it's over. Vader on top. And Dustin able to avoid it. Dustin Rhodes has got to make the tag here. And oh, Vader caught him. He caught him. Dustin Rhodes, 6'5", 260, almost disappeared under that heap of humanity known as Big Van Vader. Huge arm in the front face lock. Vader in control with a suplex. Man, they're busting this kid up here.
Well, here's a man 450 pounds that can move, and he just tagged in one of the most experienced veterans in the business.
Dustin fighting back. And look at Windham.
Windham's all over him. He's all over him.
The viciousness of Barry Windham, the man that will challenge the Great Muta for the NWA title at Super Brawl, has nothing but Dustin Rhodes and Sting on his mind here. A gut wrench into a slam, lateral press. Is it over? No, Rhodes foot's on the rope.
Well, Barry Windham, very frustrated man, and he's putting the blame on Dustin Rhodes, the man right there. Oh.
Dustin barely able to stand, and he's knocked back down. But look at the kid get back
He's
up.
getting up.
He got the forearm in. He got the forearm, and it connected. Oh, what a physical match. Here on TBS. Another tag made.
I tell you, teamwork they've been using. Vader and Windham, excellent. Again, mastermind Harley Race is out there. And how much can Dustin Rhodes take? Oh!
Rhodes, those forearms, and he got the drop kick. He hit the drop kick, but can he make the tag? And Vader, flying through the air, deliver that elbow. What an agile athlete, 450 pounds.
Well, he's been saying, who's the man, Jim? And you're looking at him. He is the man.
I will concur with that. Vader splashing the life out of Rhodes. 1, 2, and Sting. Sting saved the day right there. Vader had Rhodes pinned. And Vader now almost knocking Sting off the apron. What fireworks.
Sting could not take it anymore. What frustrations it must be. Sitting there watching these guys beat Dustin Rhodes down and down, and he's fighting back. He's not giving up. You got to give him credit. But credit doesn't win a match.
Windham again. Hammering away at Rhodes with those vicious right hands. But Rhodes hooks both legs and inverted atomic drop. He's going for the cover.
But he's got He's got to get this tag.
He was close. I mean, inches away from tagging in Sting. And Rose, perhaps out of desperation. But in any event, he's caused some separation. Can he make the tag? The fans want the tag. He made it. The Stinger, fist and fire. Down goes Wyndham. Down goes Vader. Oh, for the lights again. Goes Barry Windham. Man, it is deafening here at center stage as the Stinger is really cooking. The Stinger splash. He planted Wyndham in the corner.
He got Wyndham. And Rhodes got Race.
Rhodes and Race out here. Stinger trying to get the Scorpion on Wyndham. And Vader with a vicious clothesline. Harley Race and Dustin Rhodes on the outside. Look out, Dustin. Oh, Vader. Dustin golfed Dustin and drove him down. Wyndham, what did he implant?
He implanted Sting.
Vader's got that leather strap. Vader has the leather strap. Vader manhandling the referee. Race with a cheap shot on Rhodes. They're calling for the disqualification. But Vader's got that strap.
Race and Wyndham, they got him. They're going to whip him on the door.
He's whipping Sting like an animal. Vader is whipping Sting like an animal. He's lashing his back with that leather strap. Here comes some help from the locker room. Oh, Vader's hitting anything that moves. Sting lashed with that leather strap, and Vader hits him again. Oh, fans,
They're all out here.
Vader has lashed Sting like an animal.
The following feature confrontation, it is tag team action set for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by the greatest promoter on the face of the earth, Colonel Robert Parker, along with Meng. First from Minnesota, weighing 248 pounds, the enforcer, Arn Anderson. His tag team partner from Bucksnort, Tennessee, weighing 261 pounds, Bunkhouse Buck.
And we are the Pro Team. Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, the living legend Larry Zbyszko, and yours truly, Gordon Soley, getting set to bring you all of this action here on the main event. It is the main event.
And ladies and gentlemen, their opponents in this feature confrontation. First from Glens Falls, New York, weighing 287 pounds, the United States heavyweight champion, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. And from Venice Beach, California, 251 pounds, this is Sting.
Gary Michael Capetta having his problems there in the ring because it's an explosive situation.
Well, this is going to be a good one right here on the main event. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Sting, Bunkhouse Buck, Arn Anderson with those motherfucking names. Let's get ready and do it, baby.
It's going to be a wild and woolly one, that is for sure. And Hacksaw Jim Duggan's ready to go right now. In fact, he wants a little Colonel Parker as well. Crowd tremendously excited here in the main event. Don't forget, of course, Starrcade 94 upcoming December 27th. Direct from the Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. There's Meng.
I'll tell you what, only on pay-per-view. Hogan and Butcher World Title. Starrcade 1994. Call somebody. Get a cable system. Let's go, Larry. Let's do this thing up. What do you think Arn Anderson got in store for Hacksaw Jim Duggan?
Anything Arn Anderson can get into Hacksaw Duggan. The enforcer, appropriate nickname for Arn Anderson, but boy, going toe-to-toe with Duggan isn't very smart.
Irish whip and the back of the elbow drives Arn Anderson back to the canvas once again, and he's outside the ring. His running lights were crossed on that. He's caught again by Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Arn Anderson, excellent wrestler, great tag team wrestler. But boy, even for Arn Anderson, dealing with a guy like Hacksaw is not easy because he's so unorthodox. No strategy.
Oh, watch out!
He should be disqualified for that.
He just about hit a home run. You know what? You know what's outstanding about this marriage? So Arn Anderson, as you said, great tag team technician. Bunkhouse Buck, a brawler. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, a brawler. Sting, great wrestler, great tag technician. Boy, this thing don't miss to me. Something's got to give here.
Well, I tell you what the common denominator may be, and outside the ring, you saw Colonel Parker and Ming, and Sting and Duggan are going to have to keep their eyeballs on both these guys.
Where in the world do they get hold of a referee like him? Live 2x4s in the ring.
Colonel Parker complaining rather vehemently about the referee allowing Hacksaw Jim Duggan. That's his trademark. He brings that 2x4 with him everywhere.
Well, that's no excuse. It doesn't belong in the ring. Colonel Parker is 100% politically correct.
I'll tell you what, Hacksaw Jim Duggan was taking tickets there, brother. He got in no man's land and fought out of it, and that's what you got to do in a situation like this. Sting is fresh, Duggan's fresh, and here comes old Bunkhouse Buck. Boy, if I can get my hand around his neck, oh my goodness.
And the crowd has picked up the chant once again. USA, Bunkhouse Buck and Jim Duggan tangle. And it's Bunkhouse Buck exploding with a hard right hand. There's Jim Duggan back with a nice lariat to the throat of Bunkhouse Buck. Full arm drag and twist. Now punishing those deltoid muscles. Tag is made and Sting moves into the ring.
Here's the man, brother, the Stinger right here. Yeah, got a hold of it now. Take a little control. Nothing but offense mounted by the team of Sting and Hacksaw Duggan. The defensively has been taken out by the mean group with Colonel Parker and Bunkhouse Buck and Arn Anderson. Brother, I don't see this thing going their way unless they get up and do some of that mean wrestling that they know how to do.
Right now, Sting holding the advantage as he keeps Bunkhouse Buck tied up in that hammerlock. Bunkhouse Buck trying to get over to make the tag with Arn Anderson, the enforcer. He makes the tag.
He made the tag.
Arn Anderson steps through the ropes. And now Sting.
That's good though, Gordon. Iron, see that, Larry? Slowing it down, trying to regroup here. Get himself together because getting in a brawling situation with these two guys ain't gonna get it done on the main event.
Now, Arn Anderson knows exactly what he's doing inside that ring. He's not going to rush into anybody. And right there, he snuck one in on Sting. Leave an opening. Arn Anderson's going to find it.
Side headlock now by Arn Anderson. Sting fires him off. Arn Anderson catches him. A good shoulder smash coming off the ropes, up and over his man. Nice leapfrog now by Sting, and then Sting drives the knee into the midsection. Hurdles Arn Anderson back to the canvas. Anderson in trouble, and Sting inciting the crowd now. He's got the crowd solidly behind him and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Arn Anderson a step ahead that time.
I'll tell you, it's very seldom Arn Anderson is not a step ahead, especially in tag team situations. Sting, I think, wasted a couple of seconds. Should have made a tag. More tags, the merrier. Here's a tag.
Bunkhouse Buck attacking Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Now Duggan moves into the ring. He is delivering some forearm. Now we've got all four men in the ring at the same time. And we've got a four-way battle brewing now. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, a series of rights and lefts to the side of the jaw for Bunkhouse Buck. Sting has a rolling reverse on Arn Anderson, has him down too. Did he get the 3 count? No, I don't think he did. Now he's got Bunkhouse Buck. There he got the pinfall.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners, the team of Sting and Hacksaw Jim
Duggan and Vader.
Duggan.
Hogan, put your only on pay-per-view.
The winner, Sting and Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest of Super Brawl 5, a special tag team event. It is set for one fall. Introducing team number 1 at a total combined weight of 837 pounds. First, from Mount Everest, Washington, Avalanche. his tag team partner from Cobb County, Georgia, Big Bubba Rogers.
No doubt about it, the largest tag team in WCW.
800 and some pounds.
And some.
That's close to a half a ton.
You're right, Brain.
Oh, that's more than Oakland has dandruff on his shoulders.
Back to Gary we go.
And ladies and gentlemen, the opponents, introducing first from Venice Beach, California, weighing 251 pounds, this is Sting!
Sting! A man who became the WCW World Heavyweight Champion right here in this arena on July 7th, 1990, when he defeated Ric Flair.
And the world says this is the most popular man at WCW. I doubt that.
He truly is one of them. And the fans love him. The Stinger making his way to the ring. As we go back to Gary again.
And ladies and gentlemen, his tag team partner this evening, he's from Sarasota, Florida. He weighs 235 pounds. Macho Man, Randy Savage.
There's a loose cannon right there. This is the most dangerous man in the sport. He is totally N-U-T-S nuts.
Here's the Macho Man making his first WCW pay-per-view appearance. And 95 is off and running. This is where the stars are. World Championship Wrestling with the Macho Man and Sting together.
It don't get any better.
One of the Bounce fans have been waiting for tonight. The Macho Man and Sting together here in this sold-out, jam-packed to the rafters.
I'm not sure how many people they turned away. The streets were packed when I came in.
All right, it's the stare-down time. And believe you me, you are not going to intimidate Sting. There you see a little stinger.
Yeah, that's a little stinger.
Nor are you going to intimidate the Macho Man Randy Savage. And intimidation, a big part of what's going on. Flair watching on as these guys are ready to get it on. There's the bell. Here we go.
And the 12 times World Champion is watching all of this. Ric Flair, ladies and gentlemen, he is in the house.
The Great Muta is with us from Japan, along with the Japanese contingent. Good to see the Great Muta.
I mean, everyone's here to watch this. They've come from all over the world.
Well, they are seeing, when you come to a WCW pay-per-view event, you know, number one, that you are going to see the top stars in wrestling. They are here.
Plus, you'll see 50 or 70 other stars sitting ringside.
That's right. And now, Sting. To begin things with Avalanche. Remember, it will be the quickness of Sting and the Macho Man, the hit-and-run technique, if you will, against the awesome size, power of Avalanche and Bubba.
But Bubba is also very quick. You know, I never had a lot of respect for the big dumb hick, but he has showed me something now. He has come out and he has blossomed. He knows what he has to do to make money. He knows what he has to do to kick some butt, and he's gonna do it. Bubba, you're all right.
Look at the size differential here of Sting and Avalanche. Sting went to the neutral position, but there you see it, fans. Avalanche and Sting. Sting, yeah.
We know he's going to make a big move here. They're going to take their time. Sting's going to want to warm up the people. He wants them behind him.
Absolutely.
But Avalanche knows, I'm just going to maul you.
I know Avalanche is strong in weight. I don't think the pose down is his thing. This is his thing, just to get you in the corner use his weight advantage and maul you. Look at that. Sending Sting to the corner. Sting with a head of steam, make it twice. But the big guy just won't go down.
Still on his feet.
Sting will do it again. Oh, no, he's not. You talking about bad blood, you got it right here.
You know something about Sting, and like Savage, they will constantly keep coming at you. They won't back up. There's no R in their gears. There's no reverse. They will constantly fight you. They're not smart enough to know when to back off. And believe me, with Avalanche and this man right there, you better back off.
You know, you always seem to confuse intelligence with perseverance and determination. I think that's unkind and wrong. There's a backbreaker.
I beg your pardon.
Yeah.
Are you scolding me?
Yeah, well, you know.
Are you questioning me?
Yeah, well, I'm not the only one, I'm sure, tonight. Up on top, the Macho Man. Bubba. Sting's gonna suplex him up. 300 pounds. And the fans are loving it in Baltimore.
That'll straighten out your suspenders. Whoa! Your serve, my serve, love 40. Come on.
Whoop.
Come on, Bubba, get on your feet.
Bubba trying to hold himself up. Sting's trying to knock him down. Up and down. And up. Oh, no, down again.
So that's a wild mouse.
One more time, please, and Bubba staggers to the floor.
And Sting will hurt you.
Here it
and so
goes.
will this man.
Savage!
The patented Macho Man move off the top rope to the floor. And Baltimore has come alive.
And the Macho Man gets the tag, who's officially now in. And he's never looked better. Look at the Macho Man. Look how good he looks. I mean, the physique.
Well, he's always in great condition. He never hasn't been. He's always like that. He is such a competitor, such a dominating force. He just competes constantly. Everything he does all day long. But there's the man. There's the thing that stirs the drink right there.
The thing that stirs the drink.
The straw. You know what I mean.
Yeah, okay.
I'm excited. I'm sorry. Excuse me. The straw that stirs the drink.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Would you quit mumbling? From the neutral position, arm drag, taking the big guy down, but Bubba is back up to one knee.
You're gonna make him mad, Savage.
Brother. All right.
Look at the eyes. Watch the eyes on this man. He's focused totally all the time.
Oh, he was inviting Ric Flair to get in the ring.
You don't want that, Savage.
Flair he's retired officially. He signed the agreement back at Halloween Havoc.
He's done.
Look at that right hand by Bubba, though. Well, you talking about power. I mean, Bubba is one awesome competitor.
Oh, he's 320-some pounds.
Missing a clothesline. Savage trying a sunset flip.
You won't take him over. Oh!
Have a seat. The knee between the shoulder blades. Rolls him up 1, 2. No,
Did
sir.
you get him?
No, sir. Bubba rolled out. Elbow. Oh, my goodness.
No.
Oh, my goodness.
Savage doesn't understand. He keeps on coming. He don't know when to stop.
I don't think he cares. Whoa. We've got, this is WCW fans. Oh,
Let's just sit back and watch this, Tony. This is going to be a fight.
he has gotten 500 pounds very angry.
Why would you slap 500 pounds?
Oh, no. That was a good effort. 1, 2, and it almost ended the match. And now Avalanche returning the fire on Savage.
Spit on him. Spit on him.
Oh, Brain, would you stop it? We got children watching this. Teach them any bad habits. In the corner.
Oh! Oh, no.
Wait a second. 500 pounds is stuck up on the top rope.
He's caught. There's no place he can go.
And Sting trying to get him off his feet.
Which is a smart move.
Yes, it is.
You gotta get him down.
He did. He got him down. He's going for the scorpion.
No.
The Macho Man pounding on him. On Bubba. 4 men going at it.
This is a battle royal, Shamani.
Sting and Avalanche. Sting's gonna splash Bubba. Splash Avalanche.
Everyone's on their feet. Look at this.
Splash Bubba. And that ended that.
Once you go up, you're gonna come down, Stinger.
Sting giving it his all here,
He did.
but he ran into Avalanche one too many times.
Look at Flair. He's on his feet.
And
He's talking.
He's taunting Macho Man is what he's doing.
What about that, huh? Oh, no.
Oh, the Macho Man over to get in Flair's face.
Well, you can't talk to Macho Man. He will get in your face. You say anything to that man, Savage is that much intense. He will get in your face. And Flair, look at Flair. He's having fun.
That was from Ric Flair. Oh, elbow. 500 pounds.
A big man. Maybe the biggest man in sports.
Avalanche. This is where Sting does not want to be, on the receiving end of Avalanche.
Oh.
He moved. There's his quickness. Sting! Picked him up.
Oh, he got him.
But he walks into Bubba. And then he headbutted Avalanche. My, oh my, an unintentional headbutt on target. Was that you?
That wasn't me. That you?
No.
Come on, Avalanche. Make the tag. Tag Bubba.
Macho
Jimmy
Man.
Savage. Does he want that tag?
The Macho Man is in. Double axe handle. Bubba. Right hand. Make it 2. Now, Avalanche is the legal man here. Bubba is
Savage doesn't care. You know who's legal. He don't care.
all 4 going at it. It's broken down here into a Donnybrook. A slam.
Look at that. Savage picks up a 325-pound man.
The Macho Man off the top of the big elbow.
There's nobody there to count. Nobody's there to count.
The Avalanche is the legal man. And so's the Macho Man.
Are you sure?
Top. Over the top. 1, 2, 3.
Ladies and
Boy,
gentlemen,
Jeff.
the winners of the match, the team of Sting and Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Sting and Macho Man with the win.
That may be the team to beat here at WCW.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following feature contest is set for 1 fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Sister Sherry from 110th Street in Harlem, New York.
All right, it's Harlem Heat, the former tag team champion.
Sting, you the
You know,
champ.
they tried to
Huh?
cause the
You got his
Nasty
back.
Boys to lose
You gonna see tonight.
past Sunday, and it
I
backfired
hope
on them. I don't know what's going
Got
on.
each other back like me and my brother. Cause somebody gonna get hurt tonight.
I don't know who's friends here, but we've got 3 teams vying for 1 title. The Nasty Boys have the belts right now.
Well, with 3 teams vying for 1 title, Shamani, there are no friends here. Everybody's looking out for themselves.
Ladies and gentlemen, their opponents first. From Venice Beach, California, weighing 251 pounds, this is Sting! His second opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing 262 pounds, Road Warrior Hawk!
Sting and Road Warrior Hawk, the new U.S. heavyweight champion, and locked together. Oh, what a team, and what a main event here on
control center side against Ming for the U.S. title on the beach. And wait a minute, here we go. I tell you, you can't try to browbeat Hawk too much. There's no intimidation there. He'll go right at you. And down goes Booker T.
You know, it's hard to prepare yourself to fight Hawk because the man knows a little bit about wrestling, but he's just one big tough guy brawling free. So what you have to do is go out there and hope you can get your hands on a hammer, a board, a chair, and just hope you're lucky enough that he don't get his hands on something. Because it's just going to be a fight when you're in the ring with that man.
All right. Back in. Fans, don't forget, you still have a chance to join us at Bash of the Beach. It is going to be the most anticipated, the most high-intense, most crucial match of the career of Hulkamania. As Hulk Hogan fights Vader in a cage, a man Hogan has never defeated, never pinned him.
On the beach.
On the beach. And we're talking about the 452-pound monster Vader.
Right in Hogan's backyard, you might say.
In a cage. Boy, we can't wait for that one. It's going to be from Southern California. More about it in the weeks to come. We'll take a close look at this intense rivalry and what is ahead of Hulk Hogan in the beach in the weeks to come here on Saturday night.
I've heard from a good source that Hogan's got a calendar on the wall, and he's just Xing off the days right now. What does that say? And he's looking forward to getting in the cage with Vader? No. He's counting how many days Hulkamania will stay alive.
Well, you may be right this time, Ray. I haven't agreed with you much.
You believe in the law of averages, don't you? Yep. I mean, eventually it will run out for Hogan. You know that. It happens to everybody. Yeah, that's true. It happened to Babe Ruth. It happened to the greatest football players. It happened to Larry Bird. It can happen. It's going to happen to you.
Great reversal that time by Sting. And a great drop kick. Oh, what an ugly hand. Look at the leaping ability of Sting. And a right hand on the side of the head. Pressure to the ears. Sting and Road Warrior Hawk in this matchup against Harlem Heat. And as we know, Harlem Heat got involved in the World Tag Team title match of the Great American Bash. They want to get the title back. They have a return match coming up against the Nasty Boys on WCW Worldwide. And hey, here's a reminder, the Great American Bash is on tour this coming week. And if it comes to your arena, to your area, be sure to catch it. It's coming up this Monday, the 26th in Macon, Georgia, at the Macon Coliseum. Also, our fans in South Carolina this coming Thursday, Columbia, and the Township Auditorium, the Great American Bash on tour in Brain. And then this coming Friday, the 30th of June, Florence, South Carolina, in the Civic Center. Our fans all over the USA. Don't forget the Great American Bash on tour. Big clothesline, and Hulk goes down hard.
Put the wings on.
Wow, not many people go down. Not many people can knock Hulk down that easily.
You heard that quick. It was that sudden stop, I think, that hurt him.
Well, that's always the case. All right, Booker T and Harlem Heat, the former tag team champ. Uh-oh.
Maybe it for Hawk.
A pile.
No.
One of the most powerful upper bodies in this sport. Tremendous ability, tremendous upper body development, deltoid region, biceps, and an phasing. And now a drop kick, and a lateral press, and a 2 count. And Booker T's out, but barely.
Plus, he's crazy as can be.
Well, that helps too.
Oh, what a rush he gets pounding on people.
Front chancery and tag, and here comes Stinger. Double team. Into the ropes. Great delivery. Great double team. First time I can remember Sting and Hawk teaming here on Saturday night.
You know, I was just going to say, and they're wrestling together like they've been tag team for a number of years. They're both basically individual wrestlers.
Got a 2 count.
Hawk for a long time fighting as an animal, but no longer. He's on his own now. He wants to just travel the world and hurt a lot of people on his own. So him to tag it with Sting on this one occasion, we might see more of it.
Snapmare takeover. Elbow. Moving out of the way, Sting, and here comes Hawk.
We're not going to blow a lot of money on haircuts.
Into the corner goes Stevie Ray. Oh my goodness, down he goes. Right on the bridge of the nose. Oh yeah, that's funny.
No. That's a Hawk. She hit him right in the beak.
Oh yeah, funny.
On the edge of the beak.
It's really funny when someone can hold the man when she gets her licks in.
It's a lot easier. Haven't you ever pulled a guy's coat down over his elbow?
No, I have
just
not.
wailed into him?
I have not.
Oh, you don't know how to have a good time.
Yes, I do.
You never go to family reunions, do you?
No, I don't.
Oh, that's when you can nail him.
Would you stop that? Booker T preventing a possible tag with Hawk and Sting. Snap married him over. Booker T of the Harlem Heat right now loving this. Driving the knee into the pectoralis major.
Speaking of majors, have you seen Sergeant Whitman?
2 count. He's a sergeant, not a major.
I bet his pecs feel like they're AWL right now. He's taking a heck of a beating from Harlem Heat. Not flying too much, is he?
No, he's been grounded nicely. I'm going to be talking to the winners of the match after this.
Well, say hello to Sherry for me.
Yeah, might be talking to them. What a big win that would be for Harlem Heat in their efforts to regain the world tag team belt. Sabat kick that time, right in the jaw.
I mean, this Hawk is one tough man. He just keeps getting up.
Yeah, and I tell you, Harlem Heat keeps pounding on him. Hawk takes flight out of the far side ropes.
Look at his head. It's like a motorcycle rolled over his head.
Tag made. Sting. Here's the whip in. Up and down. Whips. Booker T. Clubs him down with a clothesline with the Stinger down.
But he hasn't gone for the pin yet.
He's not ready. He's going to the Stinger Splash. He's got it. The Stinger Splash on Booker T.
Uh-oh, you know what he's going for now, Shivani?
The Scorpion Deathlock has got it on. Hawk has cut him off.
Come on, referee, get Hawk out of there.
Wait a minute. Sherry's a blood tap. Sent to us. Sister Sherry. And she missed.
That was a long way to fly.
It really was. A foot to the face.
You try coming up that top rope in high heels. It's not easy.
Sherry completely missed. Over the top goes Sting to the floor.
Referee didn't see it. Now take the feathers off that bird.
And the double team of Hawk. Sting is still the leader man here. They dump Hawk through the ropes. And his leg broken down. They're celebrating, thinking the match is over.
Sting's up on top.
Sting! Well, maybe you thought so, and maybe Harlem Heat thought so, but that's not the case. Sherry came out with a shoe in her hand, hoping to club Sting with it, and missed, and Sting and Hawk win.
Sting's planting evidence. I've heard this happen before.
All right, I'm going to go over here and talk to the winner, Hawk and Sting. You banner on.
Whatever you do, you still do Japanese, Shivani. Let me figure this thing out now. Sting's got a shoe in his hand. Now, that's a plan. He didn't have that before. But then Hawk had it before. They're trying to blame Sherry now. But it was her shoe. That's nothing like her shoe. Her shoe was a black high top with a whiskey heel.
Coming up next, tag team action. Sting and Lex Luger, the world tag team champions, taking on the Faces of Fear. And guys, I've got to ask you, Heenan, you first. Sting took one heck of a pounding last night at the hands of the Giant. He got the side of his head caved in with that megaphone. How could he possibly be wrestling here tonight?
Well, the Giant is an extraordinary man. A very extraordinary man. And he took it to Sting. I don't know how Sting, where he reaches down and gets it from, but Luger waffled him with that.
No, Luger didn't waffle him with it.
You know, I thought about it last night as I laid in my hotel room, and I said it was an accident.
waiter?
His hand were slippery. Oh, you have to clap your hands or ring a bell. I'll get it for you.
Where's our waiter?
And,
No waiters here.
and what happened was,
summarize this for you?
Yeah,
You know what I'm going to call Ming?
What?
The human Vegetmatic, brother. Sting and Luger better watch out. The human Vegetmatic.
hey, I got a question for you.
Hey, where you been? Get that stuff poured out here.
Rick, I wonder if Mrs. Green, if there's a Mrs. Green.
Watch yourself.
I mean, why not add one more to the
If
family?
there is, I'm sure she's glued to the TV right now, just like Debbie. Woo! It used to be Deborah in Dallas, now it's Debbie and the Nature Boy. Get it?
Easy, Flair, easy. I tell you what, you've driven the Macho Man nuts. You pushed McMichael into the ring. It's
Kevin
like a suicide mission you're on.
Kevin Green better have a full team of security when he comes into Charlotte against the Nature Boy, brother. Woo!
Well, we talked a little bit earlier. Rick, I want to ask you, we talked about Sting. We talked about that tremendous contest he had last night with the Giant. In your opinion, your professional opinion, can he possibly be 100% here tonight?
My professional opinion is this. Sting could very possibly be the greatest athlete in all of professional sports. But last night, he took a pounding from a 450-pound giant. The question speaks for itself. No, he can't be 100%. The greatest athlete maybe, but 100% tonight, no way. But look at Luger. You know, I caught Liz looking at Luger the other day. She thinks she's pretty cute the way he can do that little thing where he moves the chest up and down. Right, Liz? Yeah, I saw you looking, honey. Yeah.
Doesn't seem to bother you much.
Nah.
Lex Luger, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, in there with Ming. Luger, a physical specimen.
Unparalleled.
And I'll tell you, you're talking about the beating Sting took last night and what kind of a shape he's in. He's lucky he's got a tag match, because if this was single competition, he'd really be in trouble.
Oh.
Whoa!
Did you hear that chop from the human Vegematic as Double A Arn Anderson comes in?
Love it.
Man, nice shoulder tackle takedown. Drop toe hold takedown.
See, a 300-pound Vegematic can do a drop toe hold. That's a man. King of the Samoan Islands, brother, right there. The baddest of them all. Woo!
Tell me about it, Flair. Have you ever been in there with an NFL great like Kevin Green, like Steve
Have
McMahon?
I? Are you kidding me? I'm the man that tamed Wahoo McDaniel.
Cover, 1, 2.
I'm the man that retired the big Catterny lad. I was too fast, too smart, and way too ahead of my time. Woo!
And
Wahoo
none all too humble either, I might add.
Wahoo McDaniels was the toughest man that ever put on a pair of wrestling tights when he wasn't playing football. But
And you know something, he played for like 7 or 8 teams, right?
he sure did.
If he was any good, they wouldn't have traded him.
Unbelievable. We'll be back with this matchup. The World Tag Team Champions in
where
action right
is
after this.
McMichael now? Woo!
This is better than that twist.
Esteban.
This is better than that twist off stuff.
Debbie does the nature boy.
All right, welcome back. I am here with Bobby the Brain Heenan, the 13-time World Heavyweight Champion, Ric Flair.
Woo, do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. WCW.
Stinger getting down in the ring. Tag team action at its best. The World Tag Team Champions in the ring now. And Sting, if he's not 100%, is doing a great impersonation of an athlete who is, because he is all over the faces of fear.
You forgot to introduce, Eric, the vivacious woman and the lovely Miss Elizabeth.
I didn't forget. Believe me, I didn't.
He may not have introduced it, but he can feel the heat and the tension, brother. Woo, they're alive, aren't they?
Getting a little interesting in
Hey,
the broadcast
this
booth.
used to stand for the 4 Horsemen, Bobby. You know what it stands for now?
No.
Take a look over Eric's shoulder.
Stay away from it. Don't go there.
Woo!
Ming going for submission here on Sting. And you know, a lot of people wondering, people that I've talked to that watched the pay-per-view last night, wondering, at the end of that match, it was Lex Luger and Jimmy Hart who were handcuffed, fighting over Hart's megaphone. Both men had their hands on it. That megaphone ended up alongside of Sting's head. You've got to wonder. In fact, if you have a chance, check out the replay of Slamboree. Look up your local cable operator, find out when it's playing in your area, because I'll tell you what, a lot of people are talking about it, and a lot of people will continue to talk about it. There's a big question mark there.
Well, the more I think about it, think about this now. If Sting had defeated the Giant, Sting would have become the champion of the world.
Exactly.
He's also won half the tag team championship with Luger. So that means he probably would have had to relinquish the tag title. Luger would have had to find another partner or relinquish his belt. Luger hit him with that microphone, that megaphone, to save his title. That's what I believe.
Bobby,
he
we're-
sacrificed
Worse
Sting.
than that, Bobby, Sting would have had to wrestle me. And I
you
don't want
defeated
to
him?
get for the 14th time. Hey, just the fact that he had the Giant on his stomach, ready to put the Scorpion on, and made him a hero in my book.
Did you see the boot to the side of the head that Sting took there? Jarred him big time. He's trying to, looks to me like he's trying to move his jaw around. He may have broken a jaw. He
And after
may have broken a jaw. That caught him right on the side of the face.
And Luger probably saved the tag title, making that save right there for Sting.
Do you mind, Ric Flair? Do you mind?
I'm engrossed in the moment.
You're engrossed
Do you
in
mind?
your champagne and
Yeah,
your
and
women.
that's
We've
right.
got a match going on.
I've already wrestled. I've done sweat for the
Now,
night.
Eric, stop it. We got more important things to do.
Yeah.
Rick, could you hand me one of those
I'll
little
get
finger
Bobby right here,
snaps?
Bobby.
Belly to belly on the top rope. Get that champagne out of my face. Oh, my gosh.
Could I have some of that
Good
little...
shoot.
Brother, the
Jesus.
franchise just about went through the ring all the way to the floor.
Two.
Hand me some of those little dark fish eggs there in a cracker.
There you go.
That's Kevy Jar, right?
Oh, man, off the top rope, Sting got launched. He got catapulted through midair, and he is in trouble. He's like a wet rag out there. He can't move.
We'll have a warm meal.
Oh, man.
Woman, make that noise.
This could be really
There he goes.
ugly.
Look at this.
Oh, man.
Double
this
your
could be
pleasure.
ugly. Sting out!
Oh, brother.
It is over. It is over.
Sting should have stayed in Baton Rouge.
We have new tag team champions. Come on, referee.
2.
Come on, referee.
Referee preoccupied. 1, 2.
Oh,
Stinger stings down deep and rolls the shoulder. I didn't
And
even
Luger
think he
really
was
got in that
conscious.
ring to help him,
I
didn't he?
just told you he was the greatest athlete in sports.
But where was Luger? Did he come in the ring to help him? No, he hung him out to dry.
Sting is getting mauled by these two monsters.
He's getting stung.
He is in pain.
Rick, this is great stuff.
It's not bad.
How could you two sit here and drink champagne
Easy. You took it to
Consider
the
I
end
had
of the
to buy
bottle.
it.
in
Front
the
row.
middle of a match like this?
How can I sit here with the limo out there, the air conditioning on, a party waiting for us around every corner? What am I
party?
doing here to begin with?
A party?
Party. I was waiting on Double A.
I've got nothing to do tonight.
Arn Anderson's going to win a world title tonight, and we're leaving town. On the Learjet.
Oh, is that what this is about? A little pre-celebration
For
for having
sure.
a world title in the future of
No
the
doubt
sport?
about it. The Enforcer's going to be the first.
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Sting
Luger
going
could've-
after the tag.
Now Luger could have made that tag. He could have reached out. He could have lunged in the air, but no, he didn't. He is hanging his partner out to dry. He's sacrificing the Stinger to help himself.
No way. No how.
Nothing wrong with that.
No way.
That's what he's doing.
Luger, you're beating a dead horse here, Heenan. Luger has proved himself time and time again. Flair, how do you see it?
Do you know what I see? I see us putting Green and McMichael in a warm-up match.
Cover. 2.
With the face of the fear. What do you think? Ha! Just a little warm-up
I
match.
can just see you
with-
walking into
with Ming and the
Sabatini.
Barbarian, huh?
I can just see you walking into Sabatini with the two lovely ladies and your two new ones, Mrs. McMichaels and Mrs. Green.
Oh, wow. What an entourage.
I know that you'll have the head table again.
I'll have to be the 120-minute man from that point on.
I got faith in you.
This is incredible. Too much. You are too much.
That's what they all say.
You may be digging your own grave here, and I guarantee you, when training is over tonight,
He made the
Steve
tag.
Michael and Kevin Green are checking out Nitro, and they're hearing every word you say.
I hope they are. Kevin Green, if you've made the mistake across the North Carolina state line, without signing off with me, brother, it could be the end before you know it.
And here's the total package, Lex Luger. He is on fire, he is fresh, and he is digging in.
Stinger's on his knees in the corner. He's still feeling that beating he took. Luger hit him with that loaded forearm.
1, 2.
No, no, no.
Only on WCW.
Nitro. Luger's taking a hike.
Unbelievable.
Luger outside of the ring. Sting, not the legal man, but he is half unconscious, perched up on that top turnbuckle nevertheless. And he may be going for another ride. I don't think he can.
He can't take that
He
one
can't
again.
take another one.
He can't take that one again.
What's
no
Luger
way.
doing here?
There's Luger trying to get him off that top rope. Luger holding on and down he goes. And Stinger now. Come on! Did you see the spring in the legs?
Did you see the altitude? Did you see the height? Luger rolls in.
1, 2.
He got him.
He got him. He got him. The world tag team champion prevail.
Some of the greatest tag work, some of the greatest teamwork I've ever seen, but it just don't figure to me. It just does not figure.
A big win for NWO Hollywood. And if the Giant and Sting win tonight in this one, what will happen?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the WCW Slamboree 1998 final match of the evening. It is between two tag teams for the WCW NWO Tag Team World Heavyweight Championship. Are you ready? Wrestling fans, are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
So the drama of the night has unfolded bit by bit. Comes down to this. We understand Scott Hall's here. Going to make his first appearance in quite a while. And what will Sting do if he and the giant of NWO Hollywood win?
Well, Sting is in some bad, bad company. I don't even know if he can trust the man who's his partner.
Right?
Running to the ring at this time, wearing the red and black of the Wolfpack, weighing in at a combined weight of 604 pounds. They are the founding fathers of the New World Order. And now they are the keystone of the Wolfpack. They come to the ring in the company of Dusty Rhodes, a World Wrestling legend. Together they are the reigning and defending WCW NWO World Tag Team Champions. 6'6" Scott Hall, 7 foot tall Kevin Nash. They are the Outsiders.
Well, you can have any take on this you want. But the fact is, Hall and Nash arrived here a few years back. And what an impact they have had on our sport, on the tag team scene, and obviously on the New World Order. And with Dusty Rhodes, they are back together again.
Scott Hall's going to talk.
He's never done a Wolfpack survey, has he? Compared to NWO Hollywood?
Hey, yo. Yeah, we missed you too. And me and the Dream, Big Kev, we're wondering if you'd mind if we just took a little survey. In public, if you will. And is everybody here at Slamboree, are you here to see WCW? Or is everybody here at Slamboree to see them? Survey says one more for the good guys.
And now, making his entrance to the ring, a member of the challenging tag team. He stands 7 feet 4. Wearing black, he weighs in at 504 pounds. He is the man known the world over for his devastating choke slam. He is the man known as Giant.
Well, we've seen a lot of firsts, but you know, if you think about it, this is an outsider first. First time defending the World Tag Team Championship against another member of the NWO. Different faction, but still NWO.
And don't forget, Hogan's in the building.
Yeah, and regardless of what color it is, when it looks and smells, it is NWO. Black and white, red and white.
Where is he?
Anywhere he wants to be is what he is.
And now making his entrance to the ring, the Giant's partner, wearing black, weighing 251 pounds. Professional wrestling's man of few words. He is the man known for the Scorpion Deathlock. He is the man known as Sting.
He's made the walk many times down the aisleway, and
I wonder if he takes that coat off if there's a T-shirt on that says NWO.
that's a good question. The Giant said after they win the belts, he would have a decision to make. Not necessarily that he would have to make one here. The Giant's pretty pumped up.
He's talking to Sting. Sting just gives him
that cold look of his.
Hey, you think he's ever made that walk to the ring with this much at stake, with this big of a decision looming and hanging over his head?
I trust him. I have trusted him. We doubted him at one time. Well, and as a result of doubting Sting, became this new man, so to speak. But even though the looks have changed from the Sting we knew years ago, the wrestler remains the same, but even more focused, even darker, even more dangerous. Here we go.
Even more unpredictable.
Giant was pretty pumped up about Sting being his partner. Sting, well, then you never know what he's thinking, and that's a good thing. Scott Hall will start things back in the ring.
You can get rid of the lumber or you may choke on it.
Scott Hall looks like in tip-top physical condition, despite the fact we haven't seen him for several months on television.
He's a fine athlete. Here we go. Sting, Scott Hall, World Tag Team Championship on the line. And an abundance of questions, one that's already been answered about Scott Hall. Hall forearm dragon twist after some shoulder drives and gets close to Sting and gets his teeth rearranged thanks to a back elbow. One thing we do know about this matchup is that the Giant has a hatred towards the outsiders, most notably Kevin Nash. So that's one thing that Sting and the Giant have in common. But that's right now about as far as it goes. When we originally signed this match, they were members of WCW. Obviously, as you know, it's all changed.
Yeah, the difference between that hatred, Sting representing WCW. What a choke slam by Scott Hall. And of course, the Giant now a part of Team Hogan.
Making fun of the Giant. Look at the look from the big man.
Wrong thing to do. Sting rebounds, head of steam, and down goes Scott Hall. Atomic drop. The reserve, that's always been the nature of Sting.
Second time the inverted atomic drop.
And a Stinger splash from behind. He's gonna do it again. Here we go. And he connects both times.
Takes the wind out of Scott Hall.
My golly.
The Scorpion.
He's going to win the thing right now. And that brings Kevin Nash in. Sting nails him with the left hand, right hand. It's been all Sting. And Sting being double teamed. And he's fighting them both off.
The Giant remains on the apron.
Now the Giant comes in. Headbutt.
He wants Nash.
Yeah, by golly, that's all he wants too. Came in a headbutt. Nash went down low. He goes back out. There is an agenda from the big man. And I don't really think the agenda in its final form has anything to do with Sting, unfortunately, as Dusty Rhodes.
The black and red attack mounting strategy. Scott Hall's mentor and recent spokesman, Dusty Rhodes, the third man in that trio.
Who's become quite actively involved as of late.
Boy, did he ever on Thursday. All right. The jawing, the trash talking continues. Sting just focuses it out. Do you want to tag in? Oh, yeah. Very difficult match emotionally for us to call when we know whose side the Giant is on.
It's almost as if we're on eggshells here, just waiting to see what evolves.
Uh-oh. We're going to have an exchange. and it's going to be big man big man.
Tag is in to Big Sexy, the Giant Killer.
So the two biggest men in our sport, Dusty Rhodes hops up on the apron.
Who will ever forget that scary moment with the jackknife powerbomb that sidelined the Giant for a couple of months?
And that's the man that did it right there. Looks confident, though.
He always does.
If I had a guy 501 pounds, 7'4" looking for me that I just dropped on his head, I wouldn't.
Unless you're 7 feet yourself.
Yeah, that's right.
Into the midsection. Kevin Nash, and I mean, these are lethal sledgehammer-type blows. And they are rocking the head. He's throwing the jackknife right now, and the Giant saw and felt it coming on. Oh, boy, did he miss with that one. I mean, he would have crashed his hip, and still, Big Sexy lays it in.
But notice that Nash is not retreating. He's standing there toe-to-toe fighting the big man.
No wear-down process in this match. Both teams in the early going attempting their patented finishing moves.
Kevin Nash in. Giant gets rocked all the way to the top turnbuckle. The Giant holds his ground. Sends the big man in. The foot to the face.
It's almost as if the fans don't know how to respond either, Tony.
That's right. And Sting waits on the outside. 500 pounds and at point of the elbow on the shoulder of Big Sexy. As the Giant stalks Kevin Nash to a neutral cutter. All of the way into the midsection. Gonna do it again. Nowhere for Big Sexy, the self-proclaimed Giant Killer, to go. Boy, the Giant showing the arrogance of NWO Hollywood, isn't he?
Well, that didn't take long, did it?
Not at all. Look at this.
Second tour of duty, by the way, with the NWO for the Giant.
Isn't that amazing?
I'd like to find out why. What they said, what they offered, or what they did, or what made him go.
He just said plain and simple, he had to make a decision. That's the only explanation he's given us.
I don't even want to talk to him. Don't even want to know why.
I don't even know why.
All the way. Sunk the ship. Don't ask why. Tag is made. And Sting is in. Into the midsection. Fans are starting to chant almost like they're trying to will Scott Hall to help out his partner here. Oh, and there goes Scott Hall for you. And there goes Sting. He walked right into the big foot of Kevin Nash. And that may have put him out.
Fresh man in, Scott Hall.
Easy pickings here now. That was very, very hard. With authority, with force. Sting now picked up by Scott Hall. They got the exchange in. Ducks low. Sting tries a crossbody. Caught in midair. Could be. And it is the Broadway slam. Here's the cover. 1, 2. Here's the rope. Still didn't get him. What an exchange that was. Thought Sting was down for the count there, guys.
Scott Hall even tried to use the ropes for his advantage, but Sting quickly kicked out. Sting has plenty left, but oh, that right hand just decked him.
Yeah, he's got plenty left, but he's in there with one of the most explosive wrestlers in our sport. At least he was momentarily, and quickly now back in comes Kevin Nash. Pickup. Got him up high. Drives him head first, top turnbuckle. Wrong place for Sting. Runs into Scott Hall, and right now the Outsiders working as well as we've seen them in a long time. Obviously, since we haven't seen Scott Hall in a long time, but great teamwork here, guys.
Nash drops him in the corner with the snake eyes, then the lariat from outside by Scott Hall, who's now the legal man.
Well, unfortunately, I thought we would see something like this. I thought we would see Sting be the brunt of most of the punishment. It's not that they don't have an issue with the Giant, but it almost seems that the Giant is standing on the apron, not worrying about who hits whom here. I mean, he doesn't care, it seems. And if he and Sting win the World, here comes Sting again, win the World Tag Team Championship, what decision will Sting make?
The Giant is cheering Sting on. Sting in the wrong part of the country. They cut off the ring. The double team tactics of the Outsiders employed to perfection.
Tactics, maneuvers that made them what they are. Not only that, through all of this, there's been something that Kevin Nash and Scott Hall have had that you can really say that many wrestlers have not. They were chartered members of the New World Order, and they've got that trust, that undenied trust, that confidence. All along, Scott Hall said, hey, or Kevin Nash said, hey, Scott Hall will show up. He had no doubt, and he was right. So that confidence continues, and you can see it working in the ring, that trust they have. And that goes a long way, guys.
Especially in a 2-on-1 situation, which is the case right now against Sting.
Cover. Didn't get him. I don't think he expected to. A lateral press after that exchange, as great as it was, is not going to hold a man the caliber of Sting down. Abdominal stretch applied here.
The Giant is still cheering him on, screaming across the ring.
You'll remember, fans, in brain just moments ago, it was NWO Hollywood that came in, that helped Bret Hart put the Wolfpack in the person of Randy Savage down. And now the Wolfpack trying to rebound to their own right here.
They've had Sting in that corner for quite some time.
Yeah.
And he tags that fresh Giant. If he does, if he can get there, it'll be something to see.
So here's what I say. Something like this, where you see a double team on the other side, normally partners who trust each other, partners who are behind each other on the same page, have the same playbook, as the old cliche goes, would come in and help him out. But the Giant has really just been walking back and up and down the apron. Once again, Sting at a disadvantage. Giant can see this.
Sting needs help.
Sting hip tosses Scott Hall out of the abdominal stretch. Tried to drop the elbow. Could not connect. Now the tag is in to the fresh man, Kevin Nash. More trouble for Sting ahead.
Let's not forget the original mission, if there was a mission statement for the New World Order, was to destroy tradition and thus destroy WCW. When it comes to push, come to shove, when you have, here's a cover, 1, 2.
No.
When you have to decide if you're a member of the NWO, will I go with the other faction or will I go with WCW? I think they would all stick with NWO. Let's see what happens. How much more can Sting take? Giant reaches out there, and Sting reaching out, but he is in the midst of a massive bear hug from Kevin Nash. And Sting just kind of drops down to the mat here.
So important if Sting and the Giant are going to be successful and mount any kind of a comeback. Sting has to find his way, fight his way over to the corner.
Dusty Rhodes looks on, and so does the Giant. The grip on by Kevin Nash, and now the question is Sting out?
Count of 1.
And so many questions. Think about this. Sting's got to be thinking to shut out the pain, try to mount his regular Sting comeback that he is so noted for, but still, what happens if he makes the massive comeback? What happens if he has to make a decision? And here he comes again. He made the tag.
He did. He made the tag.
And the Giant clubs Kevin Nash from behind and knocks him off his feet. As Sting falls outside, the Giant is in, and the Giant is taking charge. Driving Kevin Nash. Would you look at this? With a vengeance, the Giant drives Kevin Nash down. And the Giant, scoop slam. The Giant arrogantly walks around, grabs the legs. What's he gonna try here? Ooh, it's a low blow. And the Giant has slowed the pace of this down.
Sting still on one knee on the apron. Got Hall wanting to come in.
A leg drop. The Hollywood Hogan leg drop. 1, 2.
No.
Did not beat him. But very, very close. Sneering at Scott Hall. The Giant seems to have a plan here.
Where's he going?
Holy smokes.
I've never seen him go up before.
Holy smokes, he's gonna
You're talking about history being made. The Giant going to the top rope.
That brings them to their feet. That brings them to their feet. 7'4", and nobody home. Scott Hall encouraging Kevin Nash to make a tag that he desperately needs. But he can't.
Hall's trying to get him up.
Well, a little slap on the back, that got him up. He sends Dusty Rhodes over to the corner, does the referee. Scott Hall looking on as Kevin Nash.
Now he's taking down his top.
Dusty Rhodes distracting the official.
Going for the jackknife. Yeah, here comes Scott Hall in. Here comes Scott Hall. Oh, my hell, what was that?
Scott Hall just hit Kevin Nash with the title belt.
He just hit. What a hit. He knocked him out. He knocked him out. This darn thing's over with.
I can't believe what I just saw here. I cannot believe it. Scott Hall came in, picked up the belt that was laying. Look at Sting. He can't believe it either.
We have new World Tag Team Champions.
Sting and the Giant. And Scott Hall embraces the Giant.
Now where does that leave Sting? What is Sting to do now?
And there you see Scott Hall telling Sting, come on over here.
The Outsiders are history.
They are.
Scott Hall's part of the Hogan camp, the Black and White attack.
What could have made Scott Hall turn on his longtime friend and partner, Kevin Nash?
He just buried Kevin Nash under the colors of the red and black, the Wolfpack.
So that means the Giant is now, along with Sting, tag team champion. Sting won't come in. Look at it. Look at him. He don't know what to think.
Sting and the Giant. Two teams remain. Scott Steiner and Sting, and Chronic of the four teams we have had by tonight in the London Lethal Lottery. Let's not forget the winning team goes on to Thunder.
That's too much winning for Scott Steiner.
Yeah, how can you predict what Scott Steiner of all people can do? He's the most unpredictable person, and here he is in World Championship Wrestling.
I'm not predicting anything. I'm just saying what if.
Even if Sting and Steiner keep it together, they still do not have the continuity of the Chronic guys, Brian Adams and Brian Clark. Exactly. We already seen the friction between Sting and Steiner earlier tonight. So if I had my money on anybody, and I don't have very much money, Tony, you know that.
Stevie, you're absolutely right. Chronic has proven themselves to be one of the most devastating tag teams of all time here in World Championship Wrestling.
If I had to put my money on a team tonight, it would have to be Chronic, Tony.
You gonna put your money on it?
Well, brother, you know, I got a credit card.
Well, if you saved every dime that you made like today, you'd have money to put on it.
What? Why do you bring me into this thing?
You're just very frugal, let's say. Here comes Big Papa Pump. Papa Pump with the lead pipe was the man that got Chronic here. His hatred for Booker, not wanting Booker to even get near the finals of the Lethal Lottery.
His hatred for anybody. Now, where's this sucker going now? Where's he going now, Tony?
Medeja is bringing Medeja.
What? Now, how would you know that?
I tell you what, you put money in here.
Hey, man, I got my own yaks, all right? And as far as this one goes, you can take it with you.
Looks like we have been joined by Medeja.
It's all right, baby.
As Sting makes his way towards the ring to meet Scott Steiner. Partners.
Medeja, I am a gentleman, and I
respect that. I mean, I respect the rest of you.
Thank you. Let me tell you, Poppy's watching.
And Madeja, it is great to have you here with us.
But Dave, I never had a problem with you. It's your old man who I mean, it's Scott Steiner who I got a problem with.
Careful now.
Okay, I'm just letting you know.
Maybe the most unlikely team ever in World Championship Wrestling. Sting and Scott Steiner. They have to coexist in this match against Chronic if they're going to go on and get that title shot.
2 men are going to walk out of this one. And 2 men are going to walk into Manchester, England, Wednesday night, vying for a chance to go on to Rush, Illinois on Monday, November 27th to face the winner of Scott Steiner and Booker T in the cage heat straitjacket match.
Tony, I would like to ask Madeja something right here. Madeja, what do you think about Sting and Steiner coexisting as a tag team tonight against Chronic?
Well, let me tell you something. It's obvious that they're going to win tonight.
You
You'd better, well.
You think it's obvious?
It's
they got
very
Chronic in
obvious.
front of them.
You've got the genetic freak. He's got the biggest arms in the world.
But you've got the most dominant tag team of all of WCW on the other end. So we were just kind of talking and thinking that maybe the great tag team will prevail over the 2 great athletes. I don't know.
No, let me tell you something. They're both going to win tonight. Sting and Scotty are going to win tonight.
Sting's in trouble already, guys.
And let me tell you, come Thunder,
look out.
Scotty's going to beat Sting.
No!
Devastating pile driver by Brian Adams.
Oh, yeah.
High impact move here in the early going has Sting in trouble.
The London Lethal Lottery, deaned by CEO Ric Flair in segment 1. Here in the final segment.
Look at the strength on Brian Adams.
Amazing Monday night.
Oh, man. Could have broken a rib, guys.
And
could have broken a rib.
Count, 1, 2, no. May have broken a rib.
Remember, Sting wants to get right back in that world's title picture. Quickest way he can do that. Join with Scott Steiner tonight and win this match. What a nice comeback by Sting.
What resiliency Sting has. He was dropped almost 7 feet in the air.
Oh, man, DDT flying.
Jumping, flying DDT by Sting.
I'm telling you, Sting and Scotty are going to win tonight.
And you think so,
I know
huh?
it.
Well,
I feel it.
Be that as it may, Madeja, that is your name, right?
You know her name, Stevie, please. Into the rope. Leapfrog. They both collide, but down goes Adams that time.
Oh, low blow. Low blow. Tony.
Stevie.
At least he didn't scream Spinaroonie 3 times.
Look at my genetic
Face full of stuff. Face full of stuff.
Oh, please stop it.
Well, we got to get that in, Tony.
Hey, Scott Steiner now.
Madeja, I got to ask you something else. How do you feel about hundreds of thousands and millions of people all over the world hate Scott Steiner?
Come on, pull him out. Pull him out.
Okay.
Into the
Scott goes. We all know he's got the potential to be one of the best ever, but his attitude holds him back. What's his opinion?
He already is the best ever. Look at him.
How do you, Madeja, control this rage? Can anyone control this rage?
Yeah, I would like to know that.
Into the midsection again. Look at this.
Yeah, baby. We lighten them up tonight.
Doesn't get any more physical than this.
Not at all.
They are beating the dog out of each other.
The what?
For a dog. You know, Isle of Dogs, where we are. Come on. No Sarah Charles Robinson once again.
Remember what Ric Flair said about touching non-wrestling personnel.
You can't do it.
Once again, the rage of Scott Steiner has been his one downfall. It's been his one. If he's got a weakness at all, it's been his one weakness. Belly to belly on Brian Clark, and he's not content with making a cover. He is hammering the head of Clark.
Madeja, you said earlier that you were the only person that understood him, or that you were the only person that could control him.
Right.
Clark's not done yet.
No.
Oh, Brian Clark nailed it.
Let me tell you what those management classes.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the manager, we know all about it. One.
He's a champ.
Almost. Brother, we got a Donnybrook going here.
Is he serious about these anger management classes? Is he really serious?
Scotty and I have talked about it. Yes, he is.
Well,
He's very
good.
serious.
Oh! Forearm shot that time, and Scott Steiner is taking on both members of Chronic.
Caught Adams napping on the apron, but now both Chronic members are in to double team.
He wants to try to win it by himself. Look at.
Ducking low. Oh, look at this. Great tag.
He got it. It's on now. It's on now. Got to give it to you, Madeja. You're a man and Sting are working very well together.
They are on the same page, and that's shocking.
You're seeing the continuity between two great athletes. Steiner falls on the outside. Sting takes flight.
Stinger splash.
The Stinger splash on to Clark. Adams on the outside with Steiner. Another Stinger splash.
Double Stinger splash.
Sting may win this thing right now. Sting is putting him in. The Scorpion deadlock. It's going to be Sting and Steiner. Sting and Steiner. No.
Oh, man.
That's the teamwork
Right
that we've been
hand.
talking about from Chronic.
There's good call, Mike Tenay. And now, out goes Adams.
Oh, with a thud to the floor.
Big Papa Pumps right back in
Clark.
there.
Over the time I thought for a moment a Northern Light suplex, but no.
What is this?
He released him on the way down.
What is this?
He's going for the
This is
Steiner
it.
recliner.
Here we go. Let's go, puppy.
Could be it.
Let's go, puppy.
And
Oh
a
my God.
save.
Tag team
no.
instinct.
No, wait a minute. No, they got Steiner up in the phone. That's a slam.
What's going on here?
It's going to be Chronic.
What's going on
Come on,
here? Is your
Scotty,
man
get
is
up.
in trouble,
Puppy.
baby.
This is it, that
Honey,
tag
you're
team
gonna be-
instinct.
Yeah, come on, puppy.
No!
High
Oh my God!
They got him with the high time.
Oh my! What? No way.
Nobody
Jason
gets,
Turnbull loose. Get your hands off me, woman.
nobody gets up from that.
Where's she going?
It's over. Sting.
Where's that young going?
Oh, she's going to get the attention of Adams.
Don't do it, Brian. Turn around, Brian.
Sting right behind Brian Adams. Oh, he saw that one coming. Couldn't stop the right hand. Sting with a drop kick. Brian Adams on the outside.
Brian Clark from behind. Brian Clark from behind.
Blindsided him. Sting never saw it coming.
Pop handle. Pop handle.
Oh, no, the meltdown. If he puts this on, Sting's done. Sting's done. Sting fights it. Oh, yes. Scorpion death drop out of nowhere. 1, 2, and 3. Outsider. Sting. And they're starting right now.
Oh, my God. Did
These
you
are the
see
two
that?
men. They're going to face each other
Did you
Wednesday
see
and
that?
Thunder.
In Manchester, England.
What the hell is he doing?
He's trying to soften him up for Wednesday, and here comes Booker T.
Sting and Scott Steiner to go at it to see who will face the winner of the world title match that they have. And Booker T has got the last say-so.
He just laid him out.
Booker T came in with 80. He laid out Sting.
He just
What
laid out
was that
Sting.
all about?
What in the world have we just seen?
That's called poetic justice.